Hello, my people. How on a day? I know I'm looking so fly. I bet you didn't experience. Anywho, how on a day? How on a day too? So many questions. Many people they ask me questions up and down like this. I'm confused, confused. But we know what we move. Anyways, I'm in a very good mood today. In case you don't notice, I'm looking so pretty. Look at my nails, my necklace, my shirts, my earrings, my hair. Oh, don't even get me started with my hair. But focus, head to joy. Anyways, so remember the first time we will do this our updated version of K1 Fiancé interview. I talk about time. So today I will talk about medicals. You know, say before you go your interview, you don't already go do your medicals, you don't already go do your fingerprinting, you don't already go do everything that be good. Now, this is not something I did, but with the way things they go currently now, I will advise make everybody like take their time to do more. Like if I tell you say go there on time, maybe I say go there around 5. I could advise make you go there around 5:45. Because you know say things they change, and the way they take do my own, definitely that was 4 years ago. It's not gonna be the same. Oh, my hair. Anyways, focus. It's not gonna be the same. So this lady that is helping us with her own information, she told me that when she did her own when she went for the interview, after she got there on time at 6:20 a.m., she noticed that they hadn't sent her medicals. Yeah. And also a lot of people were sent back that day. She didn't tell me this one. I got this information from somebody else. The person was telling me that they didn't send a lot of people's medicals to the consulate, so they sent them back. Thank God for this woman, this lady, that same thing, that they didn't send her back. But the other person that gave me information said that the people that she knows, a lot of people were sent back the same day that this lady that I'm talking about went to. So it's just God. Now, how do we solve this? Or how do we prevent this from happening in the future? What are they do on our medicals? I will advise me to get person there. Now, so me I do. I know carry for mind say them no go send my medicals to the consulate or to the embassy. I don't carry that kind of thing for mind, but me and my friend, because me had the two of us now followed our process together, interview process. Her own she been the come for wife, me and the come for fiancé. If you don't watch my former videos from the very beginning what I do, you go hear her before. You go hear and say I don't mention her name before. I mentioned her, not her name before. So me and this my friend come make friends for that hospital. I think now the receptionist or the secretary now will make friend. We make her friend, we collect her Facebook ID, collect her phone number, we they call her, she they call us, we they call her back and forth till our process. We stop to talk to that girl when we come America. So what am I trying to say? In essence, when you go there for your medicals, make sure say you collect somebody number. No, talk to somebody. We carry this girl go lunch. Yes, we take her out. We take her out and we like take her out to do things like when we make sure say she was comfortable. I even get one time say we meet her, we entered bus, all of us entered bus from the hospital down to her bus stop. So we really talk very well. So that kind of situation, if something happen, she go let us know first. You understand? She go give us information first before the thing go become official, to avoid stories that touch. Try as much as you can to collect phone number. If na phone number of your doctor who go do the test, phone number of the nurse who go do the test, phone number of the secretary, anybody who you know say you go fit collect phone number for, collect. 2, I go advise if they select hospital, because they'll give you option. They're not going to force you to go this one hospital. They're supposed to give you option. So they'll give you option like 2 or 3 options. Sorry, my voice is low because I'm in a shooting area, so I was loud earlier. They'll give you options. Among that options, I believe strongly that there is a children's hospital. Go that one. Go that one with a children's hospital. Do you know why? Pediatricians are nicer, generally. And children's hospital, I feel like is better because they go dey more empathetic because they deal with children on a normal day. So you know, they're not go too harsh like normal hospital go. I know the way Nigerian hospitals they be. Finally, go the one where they island. The one where they Lagos Island. I think my hospital was in Lekki. Go the big man hospital. It costs. What that one will cost? That one will cost. We go. You know why? Because them go they more efficient and resourceful. I know they give all of them 100% though. But because of say them they very expensive and where them they now where all the Oyibo then they stay and all those rich people they stay, they go want make sure so they maintain their good status quo. They go want make sure so they maintain their good name. Because they know say if they do anyhow mess up, you call them out either on social media or you go there, you go call them out. Their business don't spoil. So then go try as much as they can to make a very good impression. You understand what's not the talk? So go good hospital, go big man hospital, go children hospital. I believe the hospital safer them will give you safe. All of them go do that like safe for Ireland to even begin with. So telling you go to big man hospital safe is already you're going to big man hospital already. Go make friend or get a connection in the hospital. These 3 things. I'm not going to remember. I think I remember to write them down for my description. 1, make friend for that hospital, so they're going to give you information. 2, preferably use children's hospital. 3, go better hospital. Even if you say, okay, I don't get the money to afford better hospital, big man hospital, because they get different price ranges. Carry the 3 names, put them for Google. Google go give you reviews. I mean, I just say if you go to big man hospital because of reviews, they're not going to want to treat you anyhow, and they go make sure they send you this thing. And to wrap it all up, it doesn't take anything from you if you tell the doctor or the person in charge that you would really appreciate it if they send your medicals to the consulate officers as soon as possible. Too much more than go say we can't, but you go at least put the impression out there, say you mean business. You're not going to pay them 100 and something thousand, 80 something thousand for them to come and mess you up on your interview date. When I went to my interview, during my interview time, if you miss your interview day, you'll go start afresh. More money, more time, more prayers, more fasting, more stress altogether. Nobody wants that. And I feel bad for those people that were sent back home. So help yourself. Help yourself. Many people know me say, are they very persistent? Are they very resilient? I need a grill. If I want to do something, I need a grill. I will fight back and forth until I get that thing. Even if I quarrel people, I don't mind, but I will fight. If you do your job well, may not get any problem. So that's not advice on that. We're gonna make sure you wanna do well. Your medicals, people were sent back recently because of their medicals. This girl was so lucky. They told her that right there that they're gonna call the hospital to confirm. She's so lucky. And they did. They called the hospital and the hospital confirmed that she did her medicals and everything is fine. Speaking of medicals again, I want to tell her something. You see this medicals thing? Then go eventually give you that medicals when everything don't settle. They come America. When you go pick up your visa, they will give you one yellow envelope. I mentioned this thing for one of my old videos. Let me tell you what is inside that envelope, because back then I was new, so I don't really know, and I wasn't sure. Everything about yourself, inside that envelope. All the things where you use for your petition, all the pictures where you send, give them, all the application, all the medicals, all the police fingerprints, everything. And when they give you that, I don't tell you now what's in the inside. I beg you, he's gonna beg you. No opener. You where they don't approve, they don't give you visa. You don't go DHL office to go pick up a visa. They use coordinated to learn. Biko. Please, I beg, do not open that envelope. If you go back to my old videos, I really emphasize on this envelope thing. If you open them for port of entry, then go send you back, or you go enter serious problem. You'll be delayed. It's a violation. That's what I'm trying to say. to not open that envelope. Your medical's x-ray disc and your medical report will be in that envelope, but like when they send that from the hospital, I think they will remove the report. I'm not sure, but they will remove the report, then they will only leave the disc for you. At the end of the day, now you go carry the disc. I never know my own day safe. I never remember. Because my own marriage is scattered. So I don't even know where I want it. Everybody find a head. But be patient. Medicals is very, very important. Another thing again. You know NDL. So you don't go do the medicals for the Lagos Island or the Lekki, wherever you go. I don't even know that Lekki and Lagos Island are the same thing. You don't come out, you don't succeed. You don't go to interview, everything is fine. You don't come America. You go do another medical so. So, and it mostly depends, maybe 6 months, maybe 3 months. But I would prefer if you do another medicals, just to be sure. Why? We do another medicals. When you come here, under the 90 days, you marry. One of the ways, the evidence needed for your petition and interview and all that kind of stuff is medicals. Ask me why. I do not know, please. So, medicals is very important. It is extremely important. Make sure you know the hospital you're going to. Make sure you meet someone that is like, how am I going to put it? Reliable. Before your interview, make sure so they don't send your medicals over. You don't need to see the medicals. Remember, you're not seeing it. But there are other things you can do in the background to make things easier for you. So, this is all I have to say for this section. Like I told you, section by section, I'm going to do this thing, section by section. So, this section, I decided to do the medicals apart because that's the second thing she told me in the message she sent. People ask me a lot of questions, and I think the most redundant question is NVC don't stock. They need to send in application to consulate office and like that. During my time, there was nothing like that. NVC, whenever that was a day, not to say no day, but it wasn't prevalent. It wasn't. We don't know them. Like we just see them for paper. Oh, your this thing has been approved and it's been moved to NVC, and you receive a notice, and then to go to you receive the notice. It has moved to NVC. Go ahead and apply for your visa. So now between embassy and me, now we communicate. We no how much I call it? What you might call it? NVC. The only thing we will know that an NVC 9 day in charge of the Nigerian parts of the K1 fiancé process, but that's it. But it be like say what make we no notice them because it been moved whatever, freely. So now you need to move freely again because of there's a pandemic and there was a hold and all that kind of stuff. So the NVC people too don't come, no send the thing. But then my friend when they talked to me that they were telling me that maybe it's because of the consulate no they request for the document again, no they request for people cases again because they are overwhelmed. But then they take other cases like a B1, B2 visitors and all that kind of thing, the student visas. So there's so many speculations. If you can't ask me, I'm more my channel is more of solution, information that will give you solution, not basically what's going on. One, I'm not in Nigeria. Two, I am not an immigration officer, and even if I am, I'm not in Nigeria. Immigration officers in America and immigration officers in Nigeria are not the same. You have to understand this. Yes, the USCIS officer here handling your case is completely different from the one that is going to interview you. I don't know if people understand this. These are two completely different people. It's a two-dimensional case. Your case is two ways. The whole paperwork process and the field work process, they are not the same people. So even if I'm a USCIS immigration officer, I will not still be able to answer your question. The only people that can answer your questions are the NVC and the people at the consulate. Those are the people that can answer your questions. If I were you guys, like I said earlier, I am very persistent. As I be worried, as I go to bombard them with calls. I got to bombard them with emails. The last person that asked me this question was telling me that I believe she's American, because she's saying that she reached out to her Senate, and her Senate was trying, but they couldn't. In America, it's easier. You can easily talk to your senator. From Nigeria, you get mind. You don't get mind. Anyways, so what am I even trying to say? Anyway, so call, email. That is all I will keep telling you, because that is all I know. You know, when it comes to cases like this, I'm really sorry. I wish I can do something. Or if you have money, you can hire a lawyer. They have ways that they can push all these things. Maybe they will hire agents in Nigeria, and lawyer, they have their own ways. I know I'm studying to be a lawyer, but I'm not a lawyer yet. I'm not even so I cannot really give you like a answer to why a lot of things are going wrong. You understand my point? So I'm really sorry if that's not what you were expecting to hear. Then the people, they ask me, because now 2 questions with plenty people, they ask me, both for Facebook and for YouTube. The process time. My sister, my dear brother, I cannot answer that question right now. Do you know why? My time and the normal time when they put for paper, it's not what is going on right now. A lot of things has happened, and a lot of bad eggs have used this pandemic as an excuse to do a lot of things, to stop a lot of people, to delay a lot of people. Like they say, especially if you're coming from Nigeria, they want to like screen you and So I cannot really tell you, but all I can answer is what is on the book and what worked for me. My own, it took me 6 to 7 months, and that 7th month was because they requested an RFE from me for my own. So that's why it took me that long. But what am I saying? Yeah, but now it's taking longer because of one pandemic. So they are backlogged. They stopped working. Remember, because they stopped working for some time, now they have to go back and pick up the pace. They stopped working, but the applications did not stop coming in. So that's why. 1, 2, some people can just be people, humans. So maybe that's why it's longer, but it's longer. It's not 6 months to 7 months or 6 months to 8 months. It's about a year now for K1 fiancé. And it's, I don't know, because marriage too is supposed to be 1 year. I don't know if that one now will be 2 years, or if it's still going to be remaining 1 year. I don't know. This is an online platform. I cannot come and be saying things that I don't know. But take it from me, it takes longer. If you have any other avenue or any other resources or any other way you can go about it, please do. That's what I'm going to say. But this is what it is. If you have the patience to wait, like I would advise those that are really close to me, that have reached out to me, tell your fiancé to be visiting Nigeria more often. Move, if that's the case. Move to Ghana, move to Calabar, move to quieter places. Yes. Tell them to visit Africa more often. Do you know why? Because if you are putting your mind in this process, let me give you one advice. If you're putting your mind in this process, you have high BP. You have heart problem. I currently have issues right now because I used to think too much. I was stressing myself, and I didn't have anybody that advised me. Nobody advised me. So that's why I'm beseeching you guys right now. Please make sure that you ask your fiancé, husband, whoever it is, they should be visiting you. That's one advantage. It will remove your mind from the process. Number 2, ask them to visit you. And try as much as you can not to be overwhelming yourself with too much information. You go here, you collect information. You come here, you collect information. You come there, do Google yourself. Google. Search, research, ask questions to USCIS. That's why you say email and call. Because sometimes when you ask questions from too many people, you get easily overwhelmed. So I don't try. That is where I'm going to end it for today. If you have any more questions, see, I've spent 20 minutes now doing this. Why? Because I had questions. I cannot just let and create content because I don't even know what's going on with K1's fiancé anymore. I'm just giving information based on what I know. But when you ask me questions, now I will go and know what's going on. I'll go and ask questions. I'll go and do my own research. I'll go and do this, do that. Open. And then give you guys content. Because I am not a babalawo that will sit down in my hut and be knowing what's going on in the world. Nobody got so from me or no verse. So this is how I'm going to end it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for, welcome to my channel. And I didn't say that earlier, but like, thank you guys. You guys have been a great audience. See you next time. Bye.